Hi, this is a video tutorial for how to make a mask similar to this one, and when it is put on, it does stay cinched at the sides, but the front will open up so it covers the wearer's nose and mouth area. So to start with, you need a piece of fabric, and I have found that the easiest size fabric to use, if possible, is to use one that is doubled over like so. It's just one less step for sewing, but you can also do it with two rectangles, and the rectangles need to be approximately 9 inches long by about 6 1/4 inches wide is about how long what mine measures for an adult size mask. And if you are going to do several masks, it's good to have the rotary cutter. Just makes cutting all the pieces of fabric much easier and much more efficient. So I'm gonna show you the next step on how I would begin sewing. Okay, before I get started sewing the elastic, and if you've been searching for elastic lately, you know that it is pretty scarce. So what I used for these particular masks is a headband, I guess it's a headband that I purchased at Dollar Tree, a pack of 12 for $1, and it is soft. The material is softer than typical elastic, so that's good. But I just cut 2 pieces out of that, and each piece is about 6 inches and maybe just a little more than 6 inches. But here's my rough measurement. So just a little slightly over 6 inches, and of course you'll need 2 pieces. Is that right? Okay, so I turned the 2 insides together. I don't know the correct term, sorry, I'm not a seamstress. And where the fold comes together, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the pieces of elastic and I'm gonna tuck it kind of up in the corner like so. And I don't pin or anything like that, so again, I'm not a professional seamstress, just somebody who's trying to help. And then I will begin sewing that side. Then when I start getting closer to the end, I go ahead, open it up, find the other end of my elastic, try to feel and make sure it's not all tangled up, which probably wouldn't be an issue if you were using real elastic. It kind of is an issue with the headbands, but so it's in there. I kind of just hold it until I get it sewn in, and then I back stitch just a little bit over it just to secure it. And then I start going down the long open side. And if you use 2 rectangles, the only thing you're going to do different is the side where it's folded. You're going to have a full stitch down there, and I would probably do that first. So that would be the only difference. So I'm going to go probably about halfway down this side, maybe a little more than halfway, and do a back stitch, and then I'm going to pull it off, cut it, and then I'm going to leave a space, I don't know, probably about 2 inches. So I'm going to start a little away from that, start the stitch, do a little back stitch just for security, and I'm going to go on. Basically I'm sewing sort of a rectangle. So then I'm gonna pull the foot up, find my other piece of elastic wherever it went. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Okay. And I will stick one end up close to the needle, which is in the fabric. Put the foot back down. And then as I'm nearing the end, I'm just gonna kind of, again, make sure that that elastic is close to the corner, as close to the corner as I can get it. Continue stitching to secure that elastic. Do a back stitch, preferably over the elastic. And then at this point, all you're gonna do is you're going to turn it inside out. Turn it out. Okay, so once you have your start of your mask turned inside out, or actually right side out, so now you have the two sides that you want to be seen on the outside and the elastic is on the ends, then I just took a regular iron and just pressed it, so I've had a nice flat shape to work with. And then my pleats are not measured. I just kind of eyeball them, so I just kind of fold down and I hold, and I fold down, and I hold again, and I fold down one more time, and hold again. And then I just take the iron, and I go over the pleats, trying to make sure to concentrate on the ends especially. And you'll have, it's okay if it's not exact because it will look fine, but that's kind of what you end up with after you have held those pleats and ironed them. And I actually have a little booby right there, so I'm going to fix that. And then we are ready for the last step. Okay, so last step, you have your pleated fabric back on the sewing machine. And I like to start over on this side where the pleats go this way, because if I go the other direction, I feel like sometimes they get caught on the foot. So I like to start here, and I usually just kind of line the edge of the foot up with the edge of the fabric. And I just start, do a couple back stitches. Whoops, too many. Then I stitch through the pleats. Kind of try to be a little slow on that part to make sure the stitches don't get too spread out. And then once I get to the edge, I just stitch down that side. And then you're about ready for this side, which you are going up the pleats, but I don't know, they just feel a little more secure because of that side being together, I guess. So then you just go up this side. Again, try to be kind of slow going up this side. Come to your corner. So I go just a little further. Go to your corner, pull your foot up, turn. Then this is where the hole is, so you're gonna try to make sure on this part that you get a little closer to the edge, because you want to make sure you close up the hole. So just go down the edge like so. Back stitches, and then you have, after you've trimmed your strings, you have a completed mask, and I will show what this looks like on in just a moment. Okay, so I have my mask model. Show us what it looks like on, please. So there is the completed mask.